pretty impressed with that. Got it even with two men down in the second half. It was a pretty gutsy effort.
Yeah, it was. It had a bit of everything today, Joe. It was fantastic offensively and defensively early, and you're only able to do that if you've got really good contest effort, which we did. But we knew at half-time that Hawthorn are a very dangerous side and that they would respond, and we were ready for it. And unfortunately, we had the incident where we lost a couple of guys in the one passage of play. But and that certainly compounded what was happening. Hawthorn were very accurate in front of goal as well. But yeah, I thought it showed great character and fight when we were clearly running out of legs to be able to not only stem the tide but to push back the other way and score ourselves.
How is Sean?
Yeah, he was coherent in the rooms. He remembered that his wife gave birth this morning, so that was a good result. He's had an eventful day. But he's at the Epworth under observation at the moment, but the early signs are promising, but we won't know for sure until they've done all the necessary tests. Yeah, concussion. We thought, doctors thought initially it was more, and I haven't seen the incident, I haven't reviewed those, but doctors thought it was more contact to the throat. But on review of both the vision and the scat test that they did, they ruled him out with concussion as well. So he felt that he was fine, but the docs ruled him out.
The Higgins incident, did you sort of view that as just a head knock, or he obviously chose to bump, so how do you sort of assess that?
That's a question for Michael Christian.
That first half, Brad, are there any labels we can put on? Is that as well as your boys have played under you for X amount of time, or what can you say in that regard?
Yeah, I think it was as good a footy as we've played in a very, very long time, probably in my time, because it wasn't just one facet of the game. It was all of them. It was in the contest, and clearly we were able to generate a lot of scoring shots, and we kept a very, very good team to 3 scoring shots.
Do performances like that kind of make you reassess what's possible for this team this year in your mind, or is it always just do the best you can, if you know what I mean?
Yeah, we leave the prognostications to you guys, and we've never sat here thinking we're going to finish in a certain position on the ladder. We just continue to try and evolve and improve our game, and I think we certainly improved our game from last year under a bit of duress in terms of where our list is building, but there are going to be huge challenges to come for us. We're trying to build a midfield. We're trying to build other players in other positions. We're fortunate now to have a VFL team to be able to do that, but we're still, our list in terms of demographic is there for all to see. You see the experience that's gone out, and we've got to try and work really hard with the young guys to get them up to speed so that they can come in and play that style of footy that we hope becomes a bit of a trademark for us.
Can I ask you about the defensive 6 or 8, or you've got Thompson and Tarrant. Where do you assess their form at the moment and the impact they're having on younger players like Vickers, Willis, and I suppose Dorr and?
Yeah, I think they're all working. They're all playing their part, and that's what we're looking for. The individual performances have been really, really good. Scotty Thompson and Robbie Tarrant are clearly our mainstays down there that we build the rest around. I thought Majak did again a great job tonight, and we're hoping, and we've got some guys that we really rate highly in our VFL team that are probably the next guys into our team in terms of form and ability, but they're 200 centimetres like the others, so it's just a bit of balance at the moment for us. So hopefully there's a bit of a production line there of forwards and backs who can come into our team, but we know that particularly key position players take time, and it's hard to put in 18, 19, 20-year-olds at the key posts.
What was the message at three-quarter time, Brad, when obviously they just show you that you guys were dead on your feet and they were really coming?
Yeah, well, don't sit on the back foot and try and hold up. We knew that if we just sat back and allowed Hawthorn to win the ball and to go forward, their foot skills are too good, their ball movement's too good to be able to just flood back and try and hold up. We didn't want to be attacked for 30 minutes. we needed to be able to get the ball ourselves in the contest and put them on the back foot, because that was certainly attacking. And you see some of the goals at the end there were probably Hawthorn trying to attack really high up the ground to get the ball back because they needed to score. Once we got it through, we were able to score pretty easily ourselves.
Tell us a bit more about Sean's preparation for this game. Like, did he sleep? How kind of interrupted was it?
Yeah, I don't know the ins and outs of that. Sean and I have known obviously about this for a long time, and we've had every contingency planned for. But ultimately, my message to him was it'll come down to you and your decision. Clearly, he'd made a decision that if he wanted to be at the berth, so if that coincided with the game, he would be at the berth. But obviously, the way it unfolded, he went off the track Saturday morning and had the news that his wife had gone to hospital, and then he was with her all the way through. So he had very minimal sleep, but he declared himself at 7:30 a.m. this morning that he was right to play. So it was never going to be anyone else's decision. He is as a professional a footballer as I've seen in my time in the game. So when he says he's right to play, I believe him.
Nice text message to receive.
Yeah, I was very, very happy for the Higgins family, and a little bit elated for the North Melbourne family too.
What did you make of the incident? Tom Mitchell and Todd Goldstein off the ball gifted you an easy goal, but it did seem a long way for the footy.
No, in all honesty, I
haven't seen this one?
No, so one of our guys said that was against Mitchell. Now, I didn't see it. Goldie had the ball, had a shot for goal. It's not in my interest to go back and look at it.
What about Goldstein's performance today? I mean, seemed instrumental, especially early.
Yeah, I thought he got us going early in the game. There were a lot of players that had really good games, but he was the one that gave us the impetus. So that was, that looked like the Goldie of old.
Did you see the Cam Zerha incident? He got
the
reported.
Fence?
Yeah, into the fence.
Yep. Yeah. Look, I mean, it's hard to know what I can comment about and what I can't, given he's been reported. But clearly, players have a duty of care to each other. But the AFL also has a duty of care with where fences are placed and things like that. Because if that incident had happened over the boundary line, then there'd be a serious issue. But from my angle, it looked like it happened inside the boundary line.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.